Well, good morning, it's Richie from Driftomaniacs here, and this is my ARRMA OutCast review. This is the 6S BLX Brushless Extreme Stunt Truck from ARRMA. This is one of the hottest new trucks they have produced. It is the one everybody's talking about. I've been lucky enough to purchase one of these from F&M Hobbies in Flanders, New Jersey, my local hobby store. They do have 4 of these in stock if you're quick. Link as ever below the video. Many thanks to them for letting me buy one of these early ones from them. So what is there to love about this truck? Well, as the name suggests, 6S. This takes 4S or 6S batteries. It's got an all new fully adjustable battery tray according to the box here. Big issue on ARRMA cars before has been trying to squeeze in 6S power. That was successfully cured on the Nero. Hopefully it will be cured here on the ARRMA OutCast. All new power, waterproof BLX 185 ECS and 2050 kV brushless motor as standard. 2-year warranty also included as standard with this car. It states everything is waterproof on here and ready to run. Ready to run, slight issue with this car does not come with batteries. You will need to buy batteries, you will need to buy a charger. Almost ready to run to my mind. A little bit more on the spec before I dive into the unboxing. This truck is 4-wheel drive. I'm guessing we've got 3 differentials, centre, front and rear. It has not got a diff brain like the Nero has on board. This is, as the name suggests, designed for stunts. So this thing is going to wheelie at 40 miles an hour plus, hopefully. Let's get it unboxed. Well, let's get it open. What I would say is if you're looking for an ARRMA OutCast Black Friday special, then give F&M a call as soon as possible. Get one of those 4 trucks. So what have we got in our box? Well, on top here we've got our instruction manual with looks like quite a comprehensive toolkit, various suspension parts on here, power adapters, optional Pinion gear on here, so it obviously can go a bit faster than what it comes fitted with. We've got our instruction manual on there. I'll open that in just a second. The truck looks far more detailed and far more scale feel to it than other ARRMA trucks do. Well, I'm going to need both hands to get this unboxed. We've got our radio, I think looks like our tactic radio in the side here, so just going to pull this out. Well, the car comes in this nice plastic protective wrapping so as to keep the body in good shape in transit. So I'm going to remove that and we'll get it up on the table, have a closer look in more detail. Well, if you're lucky enough to get the ARRMA OutCast Black Friday special, then this is what you are getting for your money, or with any ARRMA OutCast for that matter of fact. You're getting the truck itself, your instruction manual and basic toolkit, and a couple of power adapters there, and the instruction manual, and a few more stickers on there. You are getting this great tactic transmitter, very lightweight, takes 4 AA batteries in the base here. Again, they're not included, does say ready to run, should include the batteries if it's ready to run. Throttle, brake, steering on here. You've got steering rate, which is a great function to see on here, so you can dial it to for more turning, less turning, etc., depending on the speed you're going at. Throttle trim, steering trim on there. On the back we've got all our functions for reversing the throttle, reversing the steering, etc. So if you're left-handed you can change the whole transmitter around should you so wish. So onto the car itself. Going to get the plastic off now and let's take the camera off the stand and have a look in more detail. Well, I've taken the plastic off the body. The first thing I would say is if you're new to ARRMA and you hear this sound when you move it, do not worry whatsoever. All ARRMA cars from new make this sound. You might think there's something wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with that grating sound that the truck is making. One of the first things that will jump out to you besides the body, which I'll move on to in just one second, is these amazing new D-Boots backflip tyres. These things have got a lot more grip on a standard than any other ARRMA car that I have seen. They feature the same 17mm hub on there. They are a much higher profile than on other ARRMA vehicles, so we will see how they are at high speed. The one thing I would say is, whilst this is like a combination of a buggy and a truggy all rolled into one, look at that wheelbase, and then look at the width of the wheels, the distance they are apart. This thing is nearly as wide as it is long, so that should aid its handling at higher speed, where you might think the shorter wheelbase might be an issue. That great big track width there is going to be a help in keeping the thing in the straight. If you've got any comments or questions about the car, the video, then please do ask away and I'll do my very best to answer them. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Got much more coming of this car doing its thing outside. The first thing that leaps out about anybody that is or isn't familiar with ARRMA is the level of scale detail on this body. Is very good, from the rollover hoop there through to this rear wing, even the truck bed there, and the wheel arches. Very scale feel to it compared to any other of the ARRMA vehicles, with maybe the exception of the newer Big Rock, which is based upon the Nero. So, want to find out what's under the hood? Well, the body is held on by ARRMA's Un-loseable body clip system, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. Very simple yet brilliant system. Pull the body pin off, let go of it, doesn't go anywhere. I've actually fitted these to my other RC cars. You can buy these separate from ARRMA, which you might want to consider fitting to any other RC cars you've had. Well, just for a second there, I was thinking, how can this truck not be fitted with a wheelie bar? And here it is, tucked under the back wing. So unlike other ARRMA cars, you don't have to buy it. Comes with this one included as standard. So let's take the body off and get on with this ARRMA OutCast review. The rear wing fixed to the car, not to the body, so it is on substantial bracing. This whole body got a very solid feel to it. This isn't like your normal kind of thin Lexan. This thing really does feel quite well built. Obviously, if you're going to turn it over on its roof, it is going to get scratched up like anything would do, but there we go. Well, whatever I was expecting under the skin of this car, it wasn't something that looks as good as this does. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod in just a second to drill down into more detail on this thing. This is completely unlike my ARRMA Nero, completely unlike my Typhon. This layout may seem familiar to other people that have got other types of ARRMA vehicles, but I'm reviewing this as though this is the first time I've seen it, and this is the first time I've seen inside one of these cars, so this is all new to me, will be to a lot of people watching this review. Maybe not to seasoned ARRMA veterans, but you need to bear in mind that I've not seen one of these before. The first standout feature on this car is the wing. That jumps out at you straight away, because it's not just a wing. With that beefy plastic under there, it takes all the weight. It is the wheelie bar. Essentially, the wing is the wheelie bar. Very neat feature indeed to my mind, and one that jumps out straight away. Next standout feature on this car, which again is completely new to me, is these dirt protection guards to stop any ingress of any muck or anything going inside the electronics, the battery compartment here. Suspension wise, first of all, looking at the rear suspension, we've got our rear diff tucked away in there. You've just got lower suspension arms, but my goodness, are they beefy. This thing is built for some serious abuse. I can tell that just by looking at the way everything is engineered. We've just got the upper tie rod on there, and we got a little sway bar down on the bottom. We're just bringing the camera around the back of the car before I move on to the front. There's that awesome wheelie bar attached to what appears to be a wing, but it's not. It's a wheelie bar. What a great feature. Well, taking a look at the front suspension here, we've got our pillow bowl setup. The car is four-wheel drive, independent suspension all round. We've got upper and lower arms on the front suspension there, obviously for the steering. Got our sway bar on there. We've got this our front bumper on there. Doesn't look as though it has that much give initially on here, but it is quite rubbery to the touch there. There is one thing I've immediately noticed on this car. If you look from the side, you will see the front wheels are both proud of that front bumper, and the body sits behind that. So whenever you hit anything head on, the wheels are going to touch it first. The logic of that seemed lost on me to start with, until it occurred to me, you could run straight towards the wall and drive up the wall. Well, moving on down the car, at the front we've obviously got substantial shock absorbers, as we have at the rear. We've got our front diff in there. Moving on down, we've got our waterproof servo waterproof ESC, and moving down onto the new brushless motor can itself, and we got our centre gearing and differential in there. Drive shaft running through the middle, front to back. This battery compartment does appear to have more space, definitely newer design on there. On a battery front on here, you can run, this is set up so you can run one battery on here in 4S configuration, or remove this connector and run two 3S packs, getting you the 6S BLX as the name suggests. We will. I've got two 3S packs charging at the minute, ready to test this on 6S from the outset. All in all, this looks seriously impressive. I can see why RC Driver gave this a 10 out of 10 rating for durability. Looks like you can throw a lot at it. In particular, there's somebody's designed this thing with confidence in mind, with the bumper sitting back from the wheels there. For a stunt truck, that says a lot about the engineering quality and the faith that ARRMA have in the ARRMA OutCast here. Cannot wait to get this thing going. Okay, we've got a closer look, see the electronics from the side there. This is the steering servo as found in the Nero, which people actually seem to highly rate, and I've never had any issues with the steering on my Nero, so hopefully I won't on this car. Any car test like that, with any car like this, and it wouldn't be complete without doing a drop test. So let's see how it goes from probably about 2.5 foot up. Doesn't even get close to touching the floor. I've got to do that again. Well, I just wanted to test out the new battery tray. Might seem minor, but it has been a big issue trying to squeeze in 6S power on ARRMA cars before. This is the 5400 milliamp 50C 3S pack that I use. I use obviously these doubled up to get to 6S. Will it fit in there? My first thought is, oh, I'm not going to fit two of these in. This thing moves up in the air to allow you to easily fit in two substantially sized 3S packs in there. Great feature, ARRMA. Love this to bits. Cannot wait to get in there. Very easy to strap these down nice and tightly to make sure they don't move around. So just moving alongside the underneath of the car here, so you can see this massive aluminium chassis plate on there, keeping everything nice and tightly. Well, to conclude my ARRMA OutCast review, every once in a while a truck comes along, a car comes along that is a game changer. This looks like it's going to be a game changer with 6S power and a width of the thing nearly as wide as it is, as its wheelbase is long. Is going to mean this thing is going to handle very dramatically indeed with whatever you can throw at it. As I say, if you are looking for a great ARRMA OutCast Black Friday special, then there are 4 of these trucks left at my local model shop. That's F&M Hobbies. Use the link below the video if you want to be quick and get hold of one. If you like this video and you want to see more of this car doing its thing, then please subscribe. Many thanks for watching. Well, if you want to buy your own ARRMA OutCast just like mine, then buy your RC gear where I buy mine. F&M Hobby Centre in Flanders, New Jersey. Contact them on the number below or use the email. And as ever, please subscribe if you like this video and want to see more cars like this. Thanks for watching.